Okay. Hello, everyone. Good morning, and I hope everyone is doing well. I believe some of you guys had breakfast, or I believe some of you guys have had a jog, or maybe had just woke up. Who knows? Welcome. I'm Claire Bridget Yvonne from Eduqette, Higher Education Enabler, where any of you guys who are future leaders, change makers, who would like to find more information about scholarships, awards, webinars, competitions to improve yourself and explore more opportunities. And today, we are here with Lisa Giuliani from Teach the Future. And before I hand her the mic, um, I would like to have an icebreaker with you guys. I would like to get to know each and every one of you so we don't feel tense, right? I don't want anything. I don't want people to believe this is just a class at this point. We want to like have a fun, exciting moment. All right, so let's start. Okay. I hope some of you guys can see it. All right. Can any of you see my screen? Lisa, can you see my screen?
Yes, we have to QR code, or maybe we can put the Mentimeter link in the chat. I'll do that.
So if you guys are quite new to the Mentimeter, you guys can browse it through Google or Chrome or Safari. Just find out www.menti.com and you can enter the code 888684492. I would like to know whether some of you guys have entered. I'll give you like a little time. Okay.
Yep. You just have to hit present, Claire. We're all set. We're ready for you to hit present.
All right. Can you still see it? So, who am I speaking with today? I want to know whether I'm not talking to a robot, just what is your name? So we will know and we can get to know each other. Okay. Lisa Giuliani, educator. Okay. Still waiting. And if some of you guys are missed the code, you guys can, okay. There is Emmanuel, there is Jonathan, there is Matthew. Hello, welcome. There's Galen, there's Julius. I feel like, okay. There's, oh wow, a
There's a
person. Thank you. I'm fully aware of you. I'm fully aware that you guys are a person. Claire, okay.
there's over 40 of us in here. You guys are funny. Yeah. Okay. We're here. We're waiting. We're
We're
participating.
waiting. We want to hear more from you guys. Come on. There's Richie, there's Jason. Okay, there's Angel. There's Liney, Richie. Okay. I like that your name is in the middle, Lisa. Okay. There's Kenneth, Stefani. All right. This is exciting. Yeah.
How
There's
many people?
Crumbles, Apple. Okay. There's Olivine. Okay, let's
Go to the
proceed
next
to the next
question.
one. So, does any of you know the SDGs? And if so, mention the SDGs you know here. You guys can either browse it, you can just find it out. Wait, what is the SDG? Or if you do know some, just name one. Or if you do not know, we can walk you through it later. But yeah, I just wanted to know whether you guys know SDGs or not. Zero hunger. Okay, that's amazing. All right. SDG 1, no poverty, education, climate change. Exactly. We need more. I feel like They're just two-person naming it. Okay, life below water. All right, life on land. No poverty. Gender equality,
Yeah,
medical health. Okay, okay. See, I'm glad that you guys know because it's funny because I never really learned. I don't know whether you guys learn SDGs from schools, but it's funny how I learned SDGs outside of school. I I think it was quite jarring when I first knew about SDGs, and yeah, it's amazing that you guys know.
anyone else? Anyone else? The chat box also works. So if Mentimeter doesn't work, we can take your answers in the chat box.
Good health, clean water, peace and
Does anyone,
justice.
does anyone know how many SDGs there are in total?
I would like to know whether you know. Come on, just answer it. Life on land. Okay. Well, basically, honestly, there are 17 that exist. I mean, I don't know whether there will be more in the future, but the current one is 17. I don't know whether you all have named 17 of the SDGs, but so far so good. Okay, on to the next one. What skills and mindset do you think young people need to shape a better future? So, for you guys, what skills are very important for us young people to prepare for the future? I know this is really hard. This can be very daunting. Sympathy and empathy. Jesus. Public speaking. Exactly. Critical thinking. I love that. I love that so much. Critical thinking is very important, especially in this current situation where AI exists. All we can do is just rely on AI, right? And positivity, leadership, growth mindset, communication, high order thinking skills, analytical skills. Okay, problem solving, that is good. Growth mindset, mega cognitive. Yeah. Passion, of course. Good academic, of course. Yeah, I think good academic also valid, right? Are there more?
Uh,
I'm waiting for it, you know.
I'm sorry for all these answers. I am here.
I'm waiting. And now okay. Time management skills. That is one of my favorite ones. Honestly, time management skills, we tend to feel like we we're not punctual enough in this current era, right? We always think that we don't really care much about the time, but honestly, time is money. And I honestly agree. I couldn't agree more. Okay. So yeah, basically everyone kind of the majority of you guys kind of answer critical thinking. And yes, that is it. So, aligning to the skills and mindset you believe that is very important, have you heard or learned about futures thinking before? Okay. Oh, wow. So there are, okay, the ones who have answered, the majority have heard of futures thinking before. Okay. Some of you guys have heard of it, and some of you guys have heard of it, but the minorities have learned about it. And that's great, honestly. And you'll understand why we're actually talking about a little bit about futures thinking, and you'll understand why. Um, I believe Teach the Future is one of the organizations who provides this futures thinking literacy or futures literacy. Okay. So, yeah, some of you guys have heard of it. All right. Only 18 people answered.
You want to give it a little more time? Anyone else?
Okay, let's
Maybe.
hit to 20. I want to hit 20. I want to see some more people answering it.
Okay, okay, okay. 19, 13. I love this. Night 13. So, okay. One more to go. One more to go. Have you heard or learned about futures thinking? Like, what is that?
Right? Even it's funny how I never knew about future thinking. I never learned this when I was in Indonesia nor in Japan. And the fact that I knew futures thinking because I participated in Teach the Future or Young Voices Network, right? Honestly. Okay, so it hits 20. So yeah, we can clearly tell some of you guys have heard of futures thinking. So in okay, when you hear about futures thinking, what do you really think it is, right? What is it? What is futures thinking? And why is it so big right now, right?
So, the three of you that said, I've learned about it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
really curious to see your answers. And if you've just heard about it, that's okay. What do you think it means? What do you think you've heard? No wrong answers because we're all here to learn together. And maybe what you have to say is something I could learn. This one's tough, Claire. How do you want
I
to,
know.
what do you want in this one? You want us to think for a moment, right?
Yeah, honestly, I also I wouldn't expect anyone to immediately answer about futures thinking because when I first knew about futures thinking, I thought it was something a lot of the people who are older than me would understand and not young people like me. A mindset to think about anything that could make the future even better for every diversity and inclusive for every race. Well, that's interesting. Wow. Explore potential features. Wow, actually that's really good. I like that. The future we will make, shaping our future through our passion and knowledge. This is stunning, brilliant. Honestly, I love it. Think about how you can change your own future. Exactly. It's some kind of mindset to predict something in the future, something for a long time. That is valid. Planning and preparing for what might happen in the future so we can make better choices today. See, they know, Lisa. I feel like they know something about futures thinking, preparation and agency.
I
Mm-hmm.
feel like their answers are very advanced. I'm starting to, they know.
Yeah, of course. Honestly, I believe all of them are actually great in English. Preparing and anticipating uncertainty. Yes, exactly. Honestly, it's all about uncertainty. Think creatively and innovatively, but yes, people to think long term. I love that. How the way we think influence the future. Yep, I love it. Is there any more answers?
I like the fire emoji.
Same. Okay. Future preparation. Prepare to build our future with a positive mindset and based on our passion. Strategic implication. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, let's hit 15. I want to hear more from you guys. This is amazing. I
Oh,
want
we hit,
everyone to get a chance to answer because I feel like if I'm going too fast, like everyone don't have a chance to think and no, wait, I want to answer. Okay.
20 like you did last time. What do you think,
Okay.
Claire? You think
Okay, okay, sure.
we can get five more folks to
Come on,
join in?
5. Just just don't you don't need to like think too
We're
hard.
about, we're about
Just
to get into
predict what the future needs for better place. This is from one of the students in my school since he doesn't have a phone. Oh, honestly, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that.
we have in the chat box, someone says think creatively and
Hmm.
innovatively. Creatively and innovatively.
Think creative. Okay. I believe he mentioned it already here. creativity, gratitude, and attitude for a better future. Okay.
All good answers. All good
Future
answers.
thinking seems to be about adopting a mindset focused on long-term possibilities, anticipating challenges and making decisions, and prioritize the well-being of future generations. It's about, I can tell they're like going to explain a long paragraph about it. Honestly, I'm all for it. I would love to hear more from you.
I wonder if it cut the person off because it only 200 words. So I wonder if
Yes,
the
I would love to hear more from you, whoever.
that is a really good answer though, just FYI.
Right.
Okay,
So we
16. I'll leave it up
16.
to
Come on. Four more left. Or
okay.
maybe, two more left, maybe. So we can proceed and hear more from Lisa. Thinking about the future tools to make more useful for a foresight future. Lisa, you hear that?
Yeah, someone knows.
They know too much now. But it's very interesting that some of you, like at least three-person, have learned about it. And I would like to know where you guys learn about futures thinking, right? Do you actually learn from the same organization, which is Teach the Future or Young Voices Network? Shaping the future, building your future. It means knowing the future isn't one path. There are many possibilities. That's what I always thought about futures thinking when I first heard about it. Youth are the future. That is it. That's it. Youth are the future. Okay, one more left. Honestly, I believe this one person would be taking out another emoji, the fire emoji. Again, of course. I feel like the fire emoji is like just to empower. Come on. We
Did
would
we
like
get to
to
20?
empower futures thinking. Pardon?
Get to 20?
Yeah, okay. One more.
Right.
Futures thinking is about shaping tomorrow instead of just waiting for it to arrive. I was about to talk futures thinking, but you know what? All of you guys seem to know about futures thinking. Okay, let's go. The stage is yours, Lisa.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Let me get to my shared screen. You can see my screen?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, hi everyone. So I'm Lisa Giuliani with Teach the Future, and we really appreciate the youth and the teachers and Claire for putting this event on. What is NGFP Young Voices Awards? And that's what we're going to get into. But first, this is my part of the segment where I'm going to go through what the NGFP Awards is, the application process, and then take questions from you. And yes, the NGFP Awards have to do with the future. So a little bit about Teach the Future and the Young Voices Network. Our mission is to cultivate a community of young voices by providing a platform to share ideas, to collaborate on projects, to make the world a better place. That's part of the Young Voices Network's mission. And a little bit of the why we do it, to empower young voices to take the lead in their communities and beyond. So there are projects, your communities are in need, there are problems and a lot, and we know, we've learned that youth have these solutions. And so that is what we want to do, is learn from the youth who do want to make a difference in their communities. That's why we do it. And then the Next Generation Foresight Practitioners Young Voices Awards is one thing we do to honor youth doing the work in their communities. So it's an awards program put on by Teach the Future and the School of International Futures, which we'll get into briefly. Together, our partnership, Teach the Future, honors youth ages 12 to 17, where the School of International Futures, the NGFP Fellowship, honors youth 18 and over. Okay. A little bit more about the awards. So The first place winner receives $1,000 to help realize their future focused project. Then 3 runner-ups each receive a $500 USD prize. And 6 top finalists will be recognized. They're considered part of the top 10. And then additionally, 17 youth will be recognized for their project contributing to one of the 17 SDGs. So what is this awards all about? We're going to get into it. What happens naturally is if you apply for the NGFP Awards, we'd like to think that you are all winners because you all have the opportunity to then join the Young Voices Network, which is the program that Claire has joined through Teach the Future, and why we're here today to let you know that Teach the Future amplifies youth voices on many of these stages that you see here today. We've had the opportunity to present at the United Nations last year in September during their Futures Literacy Conference. Down here, you'll see participation of youth. If you can spot Claire, where's Claire? I see her. Anyways, that was her participation at the Dubai Future Forum, a big conference that they hold yearly in Dubai, where people from all over the world come together to talk futures. And this year is the second year Teach the Future is bringing youth to the conference. So that's a really big deal so that youth are part of these futures conversations. A few more, South by Southwest, EDU. We've had a student talk about their project on TEDx. And below conference, our World Futures Day. Many youth from all over the world tune in to participate at World Futures Day, a 24-hour conversation about the future. Youth like you take the mic and they talk about their projects. All of that can be, you can review all of these videos on YouTube. And the last thing I'll say is the Young Voices Council is a picture of all the youth that have joined our network globally, all over the world. So how can you join? How can you be a part of this movement? Well, one way is to apply to the NGFP Awards. Applying to the NGFP Awards, you'll get an invite to join the Young Voices Network. A little bit more about the application process. It's 3 steps. There's an essay, a video, and all you have to do is tell us which UN SDG your project is working towards to make the world a better place. So if you don't know about the SDGs or you want to learn a little bit more, you have time. So let's learn more about the essay. So what do you have to do? You write a short essay, maximum 400 words, on how a current project or an intended project will consider the well-being of others and the future of the planet. So you may have a project that you're already working on, or you might have a project that you'd like to start. We want to hear about it. Tell us about it in your essay. I'll show you some examples of youth that have applied in the past and are winners. I'll show you that after this presentation. The second part is a video you'll submit. So you'll submit a short video, 2 minutes and 30 seconds long, and you'll tell us what you would do if you won the NGFP prize. And you're going to tell us why your project is a good idea and how you're supporting your community with this project. We ask that you create a new video, a fresh video. We've had youth in the past upload news clippings that they were in, or they used a repeat video that they've used for another scholarship. We really want this to be a fresh video, an original video. And the last thing is, which of the UN SDG goals does your project contribute to? And here's a little bit more about the SDG goals. There's 17. Number 1, no poverty. Many of you mentioned that one. Number 2, no hunger. I saw number 4, quality education, which is a big one for Teach the Future. That's also Claire's SDG win. Claire won her NGFP project in SDG 4. And all the way to 17. All you have to do is say which number your project works towards. So here are the 3 components. Easy, how to apply. You can apply individually or you can apply as a team. If you decide to apply as a team, up to 5 people per team, okay? You can I'll show you where on our website you can learn more about past winners. So we've been running this project for 5 years now. So you can learn about projects that took place in 2024, 2023. I'll show you projects that took place last year. Oh, the deadline to apply is July 31st. So there is plenty of time. You still have almost 2 full months to apply. And again, all you have to do is essay, video, and checkbox which SDG your project is working towards. This might be very helpful. You might find our frequently asked questions page helpful. You'll get answers to questions like, how can I upload my video? How will entries be evaluated? If you lose, do you still get money for the project? So a lot of these questions and more can be found in our frequently asked questions, which the link will provide you all of these links, and all of this is provided on the website. So this presentation that you see here, you can access it as well. This is what the application portal looks like. I'm just going to be a few more minutes. I'll run through the application portal and then I'll take questions from the audience. I'm sure you all might have some questions. So, steps to submit your application is you will log in to the site for the first time. So you will register. You will register your name. Step 1, if you are applying by yourself. And step 2, if you're applying as a team. So you'll have to do step 1 and step 2 if you're a team. If you're only doing by yourself, you'll only complete step 1. Step 3 is a consent form. So we'll all need permission for you to apply to these awards. We'll need a parent or guardian signature to apply. And then step 4 is the application itself, the essay and the video. So as you see here, this is a parental guardian consent form. If you're applying as an individual, you'll be the only name on the consent form. If you're applying as a team, please be sure to include all your team members and one parent guardian signature. You can upload this on our website. You can also email it to us if it's easier. Then the last step is make sure to submit your entry. Submit your entry. This is important because after you complete step 1, there's a button that says finished. So if you click that button, that means you completed step 1, but that does not mean that you've submitted your entry. So that's why I emphasize that part. We are here to support. This is our team's inbox, the NGFP Awards inbox, Young Voices Network at teachthefuture.org. You can email us with any questions or concerns at any time. We're here to support. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. And Claire, I could stop and take questions and answers now, or I could quickly share some student projects and testimonials, and then we can take questions after. Do you have a preference? Oh, and you're on mute. You're on mute, Claire.
My bad. Okay, so apparently, no, not apparently. Surprising, there's someone asking through the chat box, and we can just clarify that real quick. So they mentioned saying that can we just make video with the theme of sustainable goal without making essay? It's like we choose our format of making our entries. How would you answer that?
I love that question. I love that question. And I think the rationale why there's an essay and a video is because some people are going to feel more comfortable doing an essay and some people are going to feel more comfortable doing a video.
Right.
So that's why we've both. So that way both are strong and both can make your application strong. So the essay is asking one question and the video is asking another question. So be sure to answer both of those questions differently. So back to So you can make your video a themed SDG. Sure. Yeah, you can be as creative as you want in your video. Also, totally up to you. We've had some, there's also different levels of creativity, right? So what's most important is the message, is what you're sharing in the video, and that it's clear and that we can understand you. We ask that if you can submit your video and your essay in your home language, in your native language, but if you do that, we ask that you include subtitles or a transcript so that the judges can they'll still be able to read it, because we have judges from all over the world, and so we definitely want you to feel comfortable when submitting your essay and your video. We do ask that you submit English subtitles and transcript if you choose that route.
Okay, I hope that's clear for them. Okay, so do you want to share a little bit more about what you want to show to the students?
I would love to. So what I'm going to take you on is an adventure to our website. And what you'll find here, this is our website. This is the application page. You can see here, these are all past winners. You can click on this button, apply to the NGFP Awards, and that will take you to the application site. But also, if you wanted to learn a little bit more about past winners, what are people presenting? What's going on? I'm going to show you last year's winners. Also, here are the FAQs button and the presentation I shared with you today. You can access that here. Okay. So if I go here and I click on 2024, are you still seeing my screen,
Yep,
Claire?
I can see
The
it
new
clearly.
screen?
Don't worry.
So last year, our first place winner came out from the USA, and this project is called Seeds of Hope, where they're currently their project works with Seeds of Hope, youth-led nonprofit initiative combating prairie loss in Illinois by distributing native plant seeds through the community seed libraries, engaging local residents in restoring ecosystems, fighting climate change.
Mhm.
That's what this top winner, what their project was. Here are our runner-up winners. I'll just briefly read you. Beline. Beline is from Peru, and her project is Shine and Be You. It's a holistic empowerment project that uses dance to promote emotional well-being, develop soft skills, and foster gender equality among low-income adolescent girls, contributing to SDGs 3, 4, and 5. We have Xiao Jinian from Malaysia, and her project addresses global education inequality by repurposing old electric car batteries for energy storage to power internet access in schools. A few more, let's see, a few more things. Vibhuti is from Nepal, and she aims to raise awareness about the dangers of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So she's fostering education for women and girls. You can read more about our top 6 recognized projects. And lastly, you can learn more about our SDG winners here and what their project was and how it ties into which of the SDGs. I will just can I share? I want to share 3 videos with you all real quick, and then I promise I'll stop sharing my screen. So, can you see I clicked to a new screen, Claire? Thumbs
Yes,
up.
I can see it. Don't worry.
So last year we had the opportunity to bring 3 of our NGFP winners to the Dubai Future Forum. And from this forum, they created this, what they're calling a zine. It's like a magazine online. That's what a zine is. And I want to share these 3 videos from the conference. These are 3 of our youth that have won an NGFP award in the past. And this is what they have to say.
I'm here at the Dubai Future Forum since I participated in the NGFP Young Voices Awards. I'm really proud to say that it's organized for SDG 15, thanks to my project, Impacto Community, which is a community that I created in my city with young people that want to work for a better future. top reflection is that we always have to have like a great imagination in order to have a better future, as well as have a big creativity and also be humble. We create the future by taking advantage of opportunities. I'm very honored to be here. It's because thanks to Teach the Future, I got recognized for SDG 4, which is quality education. And thanks to my project, which is called Eduqette. So basically, what Eduqette do is a platform where it shares a lot of comprehensive information about scholarships, internships, partnerships, programs, and etc. And it's for students who wants to either study abroad or locally. And we also even create a system called a peer-to-peer scholarship system where everyone can contribute to a student's tuition fee for as little as $5. Many things in mind, but one of my favorite is the concept of knowing the unknown. I mean, I think it's all about solving the unsolved. And I wouldn't stop hearing that, and it wouldn't stop sticking in my head that I really wanted to find out more about it. I also get to hear more about network weaving, which is how you get to connect with people in a deeper level. And I really love that because of Eduqette is all about collaboration. It's all about cooperating. Well, we create the future by collaborating and cooperating with others. The Dubai Future Forum, courtesy of Teach the Future. I'm very honored to be here. I was selected as one of the honorable mentions and winners as part of the Young Voices. I was honored in SDG 16, which is focused on peace and justice. My project revolved around the accessibility of books in underprivileged communities in India. My top reflection or takeaway is that youth are the future, and the Dubai Future Forum has been really amazing to me as it has opened my eye and opened my perspectives and has shown how youth can be valued, whether it's through different organizations like UNICEF and Teach the Future, or my mentors like Lisa Giuliani, Stephen Lichty, and John Sweeney. I'm very proud to have them, and I'm very grateful. And I believe this amazing forum has brought together futures who value the power of youth leadership and foresight.
Yay. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there, everyone, while I shared a little bit about the NGFP Awards and what Teach the Future does in our programming. And back to a lot of what you all had to say about futures thinking. It's definitely, we can dive in as to the why. I know Claire wants to share why Indonesian youth? Why did we choose this Q&A? And I'll pass it back to Claire in case she wants to answer that question, but also answer any questions that you all might have.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Lisa, for that wonderful presentation. Honestly, I hope that's very insightful for every one of you who are very interested in participating in NGFP awards. Okay, so I hope some of you guys can see the screen.
We see the Mentimeter.
Oh, can you?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so why do you think it matters for young people to start their own project or ideas to solve problems, right? And okay, I know you guys might be a little confused, or it can be very ambiguous to answer this question because why do youth have to be the one doing it, right? And it all starts with this question to myself as well, since I was a kid. Why not? Okay, but yes, I I just want to, it's a long story short. Since I was a kid, I always thought that, I always wanted, rely on the adults, just putting all the work to the adults because I believe the adults, the governments, the president will be the one taking care of all the problems for me, right? But at the same time, with or without them knowing, the adults, they would also rely on us youth because we also have the potential, we have the passion, we have the drive. But at the same time, maybe because there are no communities that support us in that way, because people would look down as to us youth because we don't really because they think that we're not eligible enough, we're not we're not as clever or intellectual as the adults. But I believe that we all youth have we also have the spirit, right? We also have the curiosity to bring to many possibilities and chances for the future. Because I also once learned or heard from Steve Jobs, where he once said that we're all here to put a dent in the universe. And what he meant by that is we're all here existing in this world to put a positive impact for the future and also the world before we leave and give it to the next generation. And because of that, I truly believe that you as youth, we don't need to wait for the adults to be the one doing it. If we have the skills, we have we have the mind, or we have the spirit, and also, the curiosity, I truly believe that will create a better future for all of us. So yeah, I hope that really opens up your mind about why do you think it matters for young people to start their own projects or ideas to solve problems? Okay, so because we can make a difference, because young people typically has more creativity and potential compared to older people, since young people still have a long way to the future. See, that is it. I really love that. And because we have more opportunities. Exactly. Because young people is the next future generations. I love that. Because we have that problem right now, and it's even worsened because of the propaganda and also tradition that becomes the problem itself. And I love that you're fully aware of that too. Young people are more exposed to knowledge since they are more accessible than ever. This means young people have more potential in their project or ideas. I couldn't agree more. Because young people is the next future generation, they are the future and should learn on how to lead the future. And they are really creative, so they could come up with a lot of things. Of course. See, it's funny because sometimes you guys have a very great ideas, but sometimes you would notice that some people have the same ideas, but why don't you have this one? It can be very small yet profound. And what I meant by that is with this one idea you have, you can innovate it. Maybe you can add something that maybe other people never thought of, right? And honestly, that's one of the things I put trust in young people like all of us who are here today just to participate. And so I I'm very optimistic for the future, especially for Indonesia. If if we keep letting the governments work on everything, and for us youth to not do anything, I feel like there will be no changes. And so yeah, helps them become active creators of the future. Young people should start their own projects because it helps them learn, grow, and make the world better. Because young people are the future leaders and are going to live in the future, and young people knows what their own generation needs. I I truly believe that because young people bring fresh ideas, energy, and unique perspective that the world truly needs. When we start our projects, we're not just waiting for others to fix problems. Like I said, because usually youth are not heard enough by adults, looked down on because we lack experience and considered not respectable enough, and so this is our chance to speak up. Yes, exactly. Us youth have the experience developments over time, which leads to immense imaginary concepts to be built for a better future. Do mine, us youth have lots of creativity. I also couldn't agree more. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Which SDGs do you think is the most urgent for Indonesia? Which one do you think is the most we need to push in Indonesia? Like, I can give you examples, right? Currently, just so you guys can have a broader mindset about Indonesia right now. For example, I'd say decent work and economic growth. Why? Because the number of people who are unemployed are rising. I'd say not rising since pandemic occur, but even last time I've heard that at least 7 point something million people in Indonesia who are at least the age of, I believe, 18 or 17 to 24 years old are unemployed, or at least they're considered or classified as not in education, employment, or training. And that's one of the things we're very concerned about because the economic, right? The economic is not the best. Companies are freezing because due to the economic situation, inflations occur and prices are fluctuating up and down, right? They keep going up and down. And so that's why people are saving up. They don't want to spend because they don't have the money. They would have a huge amount of debt with the banks, and that is why that's very concerning. Or for example, um, I'd say quality education. Yes, exactly. See, quality education. Because a lot of people, even the government mentioned saying that, a lot of people are access to education, but is it a good quality? Is it great for the young people to learn? Because I feel like even if they go to school, they seem to not know what they're learning, right? They still seem illiterate. They can't read. They're not as illiterate as the other developing countries, I believe. And so it can be very concerning, even though some people have the privileges, but some of them who doesn't have the money or the finance or who aren't financially stable enough to access to quality education can be very, I'd say, daunting. So yeah. Or yeah, see, I feel like everyone kind of believe quality education is the most urgent in Indonesia. Like I couldn't agree more with that. And the second one is no poverty. Yes, I kind of noticed that a lot of people in Indonesia have no, they seem to live in such a low state. And then for that, gender equality, good health, of course, and partnership for the goals. Okay, now we started noticed. On to the next question. If you had unlimited money, what problem would you solve first in Indonesia? And it goes back to you, like, okay, corruption. I like that so much. I detest corruption. I hate how a lot of the governments do corruptions like a lot. Even people who are normally doing normal stuff would still do corruptions in companies and norm in general. Um, Poverty, education, food quality. Yes. Build schools. Governmental problems. Share with community. I would like to hear more. But yeah, education is one of the biggest one. Living conditions. Oh, corruptions. Access to electricity. Improve the law system. Definitely. I would love to see that in the future. Um, Reducing disparity. Yes, of course. Racism. Oh yeah, especially to the minorities. Is there any more? I would love to hear more from you guys. Racism, living condition by the entire country. Okay. Okay, I'm looking forward to whoever buys the entire country. I would like to see the great things that can happen in Indonesia, really. Homelessness, clean water, corrupted official, by the entire. Okay. I feel like one of my favorite is by the entire country. Okay, we can go to the last question, okay? And what would motivate you most to get involved? Either you want to make impact, or you want to gain experiences, or you want to get recognized, or who knows, you want to build skills to be, I'd say, more okay. I feel like a lot of
These were fun questions, Claire.
I know it brings up this critical thinking for them, like especially they mentioned a lot about the critical thinking, so I had to hit them with that questions. Okay, so a lot of you guys want to gain more experiences and also build skills so you guys can be more competitive with other students from other I'd say countries, and also but at the same time you want to cooperate with them, you want to collaborate with them, right? And okay, but and I'd say making an impact is one of the things I'd say are one of the most crucial part, or the integral. Getting record. Okay. So yeah, I think the majority of you guys wanted to gain more experiences, and I hope in the future we can give you as much experience as possible to really embrace this youth to the outside world and really see what Indonesian students can really do. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, any questions? And I hope we have at least a few more minutes before this webinar ends.
So that was wonderful. Thank you for everyone's participation on the Mentimeter. Thank you, Claire, for running that session. I guess we have a few more minutes on the clock. Maybe you can stop sharing your screen, Claire,
Okay,
and
none. All right.
unless you had more questions, Claire, did you have more questions?
I'd say I haven't heard from them. Okay, but at the same time, before this webinar ends, I would like to hear from your feedbacks. So please, I would love that you guys actually fill in the feedbacks.
So Claire, while you put the feedback form in the chat box, we can also email them the feedback form.
Okay,
And
sure.
I guess what I just want to add is that whether you decide to apply to the NGFP Awards or not this year or next year, you all will get an invitation to join the Young Voices Council. If you're interested, you can definitely apply to that to be part of these futures thinking conversations, the movement, and the opportunities that we provide for youth year around. And you'll get to meet with other youth from all over the globe, hopefully gain experience, hopefully do all of those things that motivate you. And we'll also get to learn from you and the realities of what's going on in your community and how we can support you in your journey. So thank you all for taking the time to be on this call. Enjoy your weekend. If there are no questions, Claire and I will hang back unless you do have questions about the NGFP Awards, or if you have questions for Claire about her project or Teach the Future, we'll hang out. But if you don't have any questions, then thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. So if you guys do have any wonderful ideas and projects, please feel free to ask any questions, or we'll provide you all the links if you are quite confused with that through the community group. We will send it's actually the links all are in the feedback form, so go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope you guys have earned a great insight and knowledge about Young Voices Network and everything, and also the SDGs and futures thinking. And I hope you guys had a wonderful time here. Thank you.